Yo everybody, welcome back to another JD the Gamer video. Back at it again with Game of Thrones Legends. And we're going to keep to the series on who is the best in each color affinity. And today's color is going to be the color blue. So here we are, we're at color blue for the affinity colors today. And today we do actually have an honorable mention. We're going to get into the legend, the best epic, and the best common of color blue. But first, honorable mention is going to go to Allison Hightower, the Green Queen. I do think her kit is pretty decent. You are the challenge stamina speed is normal. Allison deals 10% attack physical damage to a single enemy with a bonus 15% for each birthright she has. She then heals all allies for 5% HP, max HP, with a chance to critically heal, and grants allied greens for birthright. So there's a lot going on in that skill. She does a little bit of damage, but if you have a lot of birthright on her, she will stack that damage on top of it. She also heals for 5% of max HP. She also can critically heal, and then she grants all your greens for birthright. So she's doing a lot in this skill. If you have a team of greens, which is like, Aemon, Allison, Otto, people like that on the green team from House of the Dragon, she can be very solid in her skill set. Her leader skill, when an allied member of the green is wounded, if Allison is the team leader, she grants that ally 5 birthright. So if she's the leader, someone gets wounded, she's going to add automatically 5 birthright, and you can start stacking up that birthright very quickly. And then an eye for an eye. Allison begins combat with 8 birthright and 75% stamina. While her health is above 20% HP, anytime an allied greens member takes critical damage, she sacrifices 10% HP to gain 30% stamina and grant her damaged ally 4 birthright. So as you can see, her kit is completely set up to add a lot of birthright to not only herself, but to everyone on the team. So again, I said it before, if you put her on a team full of green allies, she can do amazing things for your team to help you guys stay alive and do a little damage as well. So looking at the best blue common character in the game, I have it as Dragonstone Mender. When you look at this character, man, again, I like characters in this game that don't do one thing. They have a plethora of items that they bring to the team. They have a lot of things that they can do, and this person does not let me down. Dragonstone Mender, first skill, Soothing Flames. Although the stamina speed is slow, you can get away with this. The Mender heals all allies for 3.3% of their max HP. So you stack a lot of HP on this character, they're going to do a big, heavy amount of healing. Okay? Each ally has a 40% chance to remove one debuff. That's the biggest thing I like. Yes, healing is awesome, but this person, Dragonstone Mender, has a very solid chance, almost 50-50, to remove a debuff off of your characters, off of your allies. That's solid, because if you get defense broken or attack broken or anything like that, wounded, deceived, those can be very detrimental to your team in trying to win a match. This guy can get rid of it for you, along with healing you at the same time. Secondary skill, though, I think is where he shines. Targaryen Fire. When an enemy is afflicted with fire, the Mender has a 30% chance to apply an additional fire. So that's pretty cool. You stack him onto a team that puts fire. Man, he has a chance to inflict even more fire. Now, it's not even his turn. Let's say you have Rhaenyra, who puts fire. She puts 2 fire. He then randomly is like, hey, by the way, just let's add 2 more fire onto there. Or let's add another fire onto that bad boy right there. So now they got 3 instead of 2. That's solid. And then again, for a common character with the stats bonuses, 10% HP, 20% attack, 10% defense as of right now. You get them up to 7-star. You get another 10% defense for 20%. I think it's pretty solidly a hands down right here that the Dragonstone Mender is going to be your best common character for the Blue Squad. Now, when we're looking at the best epic character for blue, I also think that this one was a little closer than the comments, because you can throw in like Robert Baratheon, Sandor Clegane. There's a few other epics that are decent. I wouldn't say a few, maybe one or two more that are pretty solid. But I think the best one is going to be the Godswood Defender. I currently use him on my squad, but let's take a look at his skills. So the biggest thing that I like about him, his stamina speed, very fast. So he is going, if you do some blue gem damage on your board, he is going to move constantly. And every time he moves, he does some cool stuff. The defender deals 33% attack unnatural damage to a single enemy. Okay, that's fine. But with an 84% chance to stun them for one turn. That's the biggest thing. You're stunning them. They can't move, they can't do anything, they're stunned. That's beautiful. And an 84% chance, more than likely you're going to get them stunned, okay? And again, you're going constantly because the stamina speed is fast. Let's take a look at the secondary skill. A Weirwood Sap 2. When the defender stuns an enemy, so 84% chance to stun. When you stun them, he heals your weakest ally for 35% of the attack. So you're healing every time you stun, which there's an 84% chance to stun. Upon healing an ally, he removes all bleed from all allies. So let's start from the beginning. He's gaining stamina very quickly, very fast. He's going to move constantly. Once he moves, he does a little damage. 84% chance to stun. Cool, that's a high percentage. You stun them. Once you stun them, you're healing your weakest ally for 35% of the attack. Okay? So whoever's the lowest HP currently on your team, you're going to heal them for a little bit. It's not a huge heal, but a heal's a heal, okay? And then upon healing them, once you heal them, you're removing bleed from everybody on your team. So if you have bleed, gone. That's awesome, man. That's awesome for an epic character. And then you stack on, once you get up to 7 stars, you stack on the stamina, the stat boost. You'll end up having 25% extra attack percent, 10% defense, 5% HP. Pretty solid unit. Again, there's some other units that are good epic characters for blue, but I think all in all, the Godswood Defender is a solid unit for your blue squad. Last but not least is the legendary character, the best one for the blue team. And again, you could go a couple different ways, but when I broke everything down, I think the best legendary character in the blue team is going to be, again, who they give you for free, Ned Stark. Ned Stark is pretty solid and a must-have on your team if you're running an ice team, in my opinion. If you have an ice team built, he is going to be necessary to really do some big damage, and let me tell you why. Ned deals 290% attack physical damage to a single enemy. If the target is brittle, again, that's 5 ice, you get brittle, the damage is doubled. He then taunts enemies for 3 turns. So not only is he doing big boy damage on one unit, and if they're brittle, he's doing really big boy damage on one unit, but he's also making their entire team attack him for 3 turns. So you stack him with a lot of HP, make sure he doesn't die. They won't be able to do anything but attack him for 3 turns. Pretty solid. Now, if he's the leader, when Ned is the team leader, all enemies begin combat with a 35% chance to be inflicted with 2 ice. You make him your leader, boom. There's a solid chance, not 100%, not 50%, but a pretty solid chance that the enemies are already going to start off with 2 ice. So all you need to do is inflict 3 more ice, and they're brittle, and everybody's taking 200% extra damage for that match. Okay? And then no one needs to die. When an opponent becomes brittle, Ned grants all his allies 30% physical resistance for 5 turns. Physical resistance, the percent of reduction to apply to incoming physical damage. So, the opponent gets brittle. You're doing crazy amounts of damage on that opponent. But then, you're also taking less damage because Ned is providing 30% physical resistance. So you take 30% less damage physically from the enemy team for 5 turns. And as you keep starring him up, all of these things are going to go even higher. Okay? You can read all the star levels, but it goes higher. And then stat bonuses, 10% defense, 10% HP. Not the greatest, but hey, I'll take those for a character that's supposed to survive on the field and do some good damage. I'll take it. Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That is the best characters in each rarity for the Blue Squad. We got Ned Stark as the Legend, Godswood Defender as the Epic, Dragonstone Mender as the Common, and then Allison Hightower as the Honorable Mention. What do you think about this character list? Do you like it? Do you not like it? Let me know in the comments down below. Subscribe, like, all that good stuff, man. But until next time, until the next color, it's your boy JD, and I'm out this thing. Peace.